Malawi Brief.
A Steve Baba Malondera amene ndi phungu wa MCP wa dera la Lilongwe Nyanja wayamikira nduna ya zaumoyo pozipereka pa ntchito. Amalondera analankhula izi chifukwa nduna ya zaumoyoyi mmawawo idali kumwanza kumene imakawalongosola za nyengo zimene zakhala zikuchitika pa chipatala cha dera limene la Mwanza. Koma masana uno ndunayi yapezeka ndithu nyumba ya malamulo kukapitiriza ntchito zawo. Taoneranizi.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, I wanted to request the Ministry of Justice, in collaboration with the Ministry of Gender, the punishment given to people who are raping young girls is too lenient, Mr. Speaker, sir. Let me take you to my secondary school days, Mr. Speaker, sir. When I don't have money during disco shows, I used to disrupt the shows. Mr. Speaker, sir, this was by cutting the wires to the amplifier. So both of us, I still need your protection, Mr. Speaker, sir. By cutting those wires, we all went to sleep. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, I wanted to suggest to the Honorable Minister of Justice and Minister of Gender that the good punishment is to cut the wires to the amplifier so that there is no disco in the show. Because they are given 9 to 6 years. After that, they are doing it again. But if you cut the wires to the amplifier, that means there will be no disco. So this is...
I hope you mean the real wires, huh?
The wires, Mr. Speaker, so that he shouldn't be taken to the prison, but just cut the wires, let him go. He will never do it again. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I submit, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Blanta Mpingwi. I hope the minister has understood that question. Which wire he'll be answering to, I don't know. Yes, Honorable, is it Chinji?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'm so baffled. I would like to know exactly what is being said by the Honorable Member. They are speaking in riddles, of which I, Rachel Zula, did not hear. Can he specifically come exactly clear as to what he's talking? Which wire is this one? Because no, we don't want to hear riddles here. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a house of records. What is it that these guys are going to record? Let him come clear to us and want us to know exactly what he's saying. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Blanta Mpingwi, I also don't know which wire you're talking about. Do you think you can come clearer than what you said?
But Mr. Speaker, sir, she's my sister from Unchinji, you know. So she's supposed to know. Because Unchinji is... Mr. Speaker, sir, I meant cutting. Mr. Speaker, sir, I meant cutting the... But this is the House of Records. And I don't want to go deep. I understand the Minister of Justice understood me.
Let's wait for the response. We'll be able to know if he understood it or not.
Even the Minister of Gender also, she understood as well.
Point of order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I think the honourable member was just resumed his seat. He's trying to avoid his noble duties by thinking that everyone is aware. If you're talking about castration, it is a weight which is there. Come out very clearly and represent your people ably without beating about the bush. Because we are here to enact laws, and you can't enact laws basing on words which are not, ambiguous. No, we need to come out very clear and set the record straight, Honourable Speaker. As I take my seat, Honourable Speaker, I want to personally appreciate. I saw the Honourable Minister of Health this morning. She was in Manza, but now she's in the House. I think this is the level of dedication to this country that people must have. You know, if we cannot put our total dedication to this great nation, there's no one who is going to do it. If not us, then who? And her attitude towards work, Your Honor, the Speaker, I feel this is what we need to recognize. Thank you so much, Your Honor, the Speaker.
I don't know if on the wire. I don't know if he meant castration, but we'll hear from the minister. Secondly, I wanted to agree with you, Lilongwe Nyanja, that this morning at 7 o'clock, the Minister of Health was already in Mwanza. She drove from Lilongwe, and she made sure she did her job, and she came back, and today she's in Parliament. Indeed, I think we need to give her a round of applause. It should be a lesson to all of us. That's how much we should work for our country if we really need to see change. We now go to Nkatabe West. Yes, Honorable Minister of Gender, my beautiful sister.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon. I would like to comment on what the Honorable Member for Chiladzulu Blantyre Ntandis has said. Indeed, as a Minister of Gender, I fully agree with what he has said, that we should, the good punishment should be cutting the private parts for all perpetrators. I have to be clear. As a ministry, we are consulting. We are also discussing with the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Justice on how we can handle this issue. But, Honorable Speaker, on a serious note, under Malawi Penal Code, rape is a serious criminal offense punishable by imprisonment. The law provides for a maximum sentence of life imprisonment, and courts frequently hand down those perpetrators into 14 to 21 years, according to the victim, or maybe the victim is a minor. So if she's not a minor, it's 14 years. But if she's a minor, it's almost 21 years or more. So I would like to assure the House that we are indeed handling these matters, and we are not sleeping. We would want to see our girls be free and in a safe environment. So be assured, Honourable Member of Parliament, but the idea of cutting the private parts is indeed a welcome development. I thank you.
Thank you. Minister of Gender, we've had incidents where it is the other way around, where girls have raped boys. What do we cut in that?
Right Honourable Speaker, thank you very much for your comment. So far as a country, we have no cases for boys raping, girls raping girls. Yeah, so far we are okay. We have no cases. Yeah, only boys raping girls, not girls raping boys. Same as men and women. It's so rare, so rare. Thank you.
Thank you. Honourable members, let's move. Nkanabe West.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for granting Nkanabe West to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Justice. To the Minister of Justice, what criteria is undertaken for the offenders to be granted bail? I'm asking this question. I've got a lot of people in my constituency who are jailed, who are in cells, but they can't be granted bails. They are said to be punished because they were farming in Kaola's state premises. Now, when we ask for the bail, they are not being permitted to go out. Some of them, they are close to 4 months now. They are close to maybe more than 100 that are still there by Nkanabe cells. So I want to know, what should we do? What criteria do you use, do you consider when granting someone the bail? Then back then in the 1990s, when I was growing up, I could hear in my constituency that we got Mzenga Court. Now, up to date, I can see a small shelter there called Mzenga Court, but all cases that are being referred to Nkanabe. Would you please consider revamping that the same Mzenga Court? Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Nkanabe West. We now go to Lilongwe Kumachenga.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Lilongwe Kumachenga to ask a supplementary question. May I withdraw my supplementary question, because it's like I was debating myself if indeed the question which I want to ask you, to ask the Honourable Minister, is relating to his ministry. But I found that it's not relating to the ministry. It's something about my chief, my senior TA chief. So it's something which is not relating to the ministry. So if possible, let me ask at a later time. Thank you.
Thank you, Lilongwe Kumachenga. Minister of Justice.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Let me thank the people of Branta Mpingwi for their question, which was basically to request the Minister of Justice, in coordination with the Minister of Gender, on their lamentation about the inadequacy of the punishment meted out to those who are convicted of the offense of rape. I am aware of the debate which ensued and the responses from the Minister of Gender, my dear sister there, about the consideration of improving or revising the sentences for those who are convicted of rape of girls or women. Let me assure the Honourable Member, and probably the whole House, Right Honourable Speaker, that the issue of rape is a great concern to our judicial and justice system, because the offenses of rape seems to be on the rise. Let me also mention, Right Honourable Speaker, for the record, even though we talk of rape, the offense is basically divided into two. The first part is the offense of having sexual knowledge of a woman without their consent who are older than 18 years old. The second part, and that's what we call rape. The other part of the offense is where there's the sexual intercourse with the children. By children, I refer to persons who are younger than 18 years old. And this one is now called the offense of having sexual intercourse with a child. This is a more serious offense than just rape. And my experience, Right Honorable Speaker, has shown that actually it's this second part of the offense of having sexual intercourse with children which is probably on the rise more than rape itself. And I think it's a big concern to the country, and our justice system, therefore, should look into this matter very seriously, especially by deterring would-be offenders in this regard. Let me agree with my honorable sister, the Minister of Gender, that indeed the Minister of Gender and the Minister of Justice will look into this issue very seriously and probably revise the offenses and the sentences, especially the guidelines to the judiciary, in that when meting out sentences in this line, in this manner, or in these cases, the judiciary should be sensitive to the needs of the society. Let me say, on the debate which ensued here about the possibility of courts meting out sentences of what was called castration or cutting wires or private parts, if I were to be blunt. Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, let me say that this is a very serious issue. The proposal is noted by the ministry, and we will be consulting, I will be consulting 3 institutions. Number 1, the Minister of Gender. Number 2, the judiciary. And number 3, and probably most important, the Human Rights Commission, as to whether we should have a law that permits courts, magistrates, and judges to mete out a sentence of castration or cutting private parts. But as you said, Right Honorable Speaker, in your remarks, what if it's the converse? What if it's a woman or a female who commits a similar offense? What are we going to cut? We must debate that one and find out a solution to that. Let me mention, Right Honorable Speaker, on the record. Let me mention on record that when as the Minister of Justice, when I first visited one facility keeping female prisoners, I noticed, Right Honorable Speaker, that the population of old women having sexual intercourse with young boys is also on the increase. It's also on the increase. And therefore, when we are looking at the sentences, or indeed improving the law in that regard, we must look at both sides, both the punishment for men and again, the ideal punishment for women who are also committing similar offenses against males. Therefore, my minister will be consulting the 3 institutions so that we can come up with a proper solution to this problem. Right Honorable Speaker, let me turn to the people of Nkatabe West. Let me thank them for their supplementary question, which was in 2 parts. The first part, Right Honorable Speaker, was to find out from the minister or from the ministry about what criteria is used to grant bail to offenders or suspects. Right Honorable Speaker, the judiciary has got bail guidelines which they use. The judicial officers have got bail guidelines which they use. But the operating principles or the guiding principles are that an offender should demonstrate their willingness to attend court when they are called upon to attend court. And they should not be flight risk. They should not be flight risk. They should also provide sufficient security or surety that they will attend the court. Basically, those are the criteria. Also, the kind of offense which they've committed is also taken into account. However, specifically to talk about the complaint from Kadabe West around the would-be offenders or indeed the suspects at Kawarazi Estate, that's the way I understood it, my ministry, through the judiciary, will investigate what is the problem there so that we can offer a proper solution, durable solution to that area. Because the issue of Kawarazi Estate keeps on coming to this house. As I've been sitting here as Minister of Justice, I have heard, if not twice, if not 3 times, complaints about areas, issues surrounding legal issues in Kawarazi Estate. I think I will undertake a personal visit to Kawarazi and find out what is the problem so that we can find and offer a durable solution to that. Right Honorable Speaker, the second part of the question from Kadabe West were the question about Muzenga Court, that there was a court there, but now there's just a small shell or shelter lying idle. Since this seems to be a new question, Right Honorable Speaker, let me assure the Honorable Member for Kadabe West that I will investigate and consult the judiciary as to what is happening to Muzenga Court. Let me say that at the moment the judiciary is on the drive to renovate the magistrates' courts. One of the examples I can give is the Rumpi Magistrates Court, which has been renovated to a very high standard. Again, currently, Nkukura Court in Doha, as you cross Rumbazi, if you pass there now, you will see there's a temporary court along the M1 road. But the original court is up the hill there, but they've moved because it's undergoing renovations. And I've been there, I've seen the progress which is taking place there for renovations. I will therefore consult the judiciary so that Muzenga Court, if it requires renovation, let's renovate it so that the people of Muzenga and the people of Timbiri should have a proper court at Muzenga. With those remarks, Right Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Member for Lilongwe Kumachenga understand they withdrew their point of their supplementary question. Thank you very much. I thank you, sir.
Thank you
very much, Minister of Justice. I see leader.
So, Right Honorable Speaker, we now turn to questions under the Minister of Transport and Public Works.
Pitizani kupanga subscribe, like, share, comment, comment.